This match is one fall with a 10-minute time limit. In the red corner, weighing 313 pounds, from Moscow, Russia, Nicolai Volkoff. Mr. Volkoff has requested that the Russian national anthem be played at this time. He also requests that you stand if you desire.
All the American flags out there.
Johnny Martinez called for the bell. Action is on.
Boy, I'm telling you, it's war, boy. I haven't been able to catch up with everything. It's just Duggan came in just like Hacksaw Duggan's known to do. He came in ready to fight. He didn't respect Russian national anthem or anything, which I don't blame him. Everybody in the crowd, while the Russian national anthem was playing, was waving the United States flags. It was a patriotic sight to see. Duggan, the Russians got him up in that bear hug. A powerful man, a methodical man. The thing about the Russians when you're wrestling, if they've got a maneuver, they may wait all night in the match and defense you and just try to stay even with you. And when they get their move, they'll move in on it, and they do it so well with so much technique that it's just devastating. They don't make a lot of mistakes. They don't make a lot of offensive moves. They're very sure in what they do, and the things they do, they practice over and over again. They don't have what you call a wide repertoire generally in the heavyweight divisions. But everything they do well. Just like you see him. He comes right in, breaks loose, kicks, stomp, back into the bear hug. Duggan tried to force the underhook. If Duggan can force the underhook, he can break under the Russian and underhook him there, might be able to hip toss him. No, Duggan is underhooking both sides. Listen to this crowd. USA, 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 and they're waving the American flags. Duggan's got the Russian in the bear hug. The Russian, looked like the Russian hit Duggan the side of the head or blinded him. I couldn't tell just exactly what off the monitor, Boyd Pierce. The Russians back to that methodical attack. I think the Russian realizes that this match right here represents a lot more than just winning and losing in a wrestling match. This is almost like two great countries, two great nations, where Duggan says he believes that the great thing about America is its freedom of speech, freedom of lifestyle. And he knows that Russia represents a threat to that because there's no freedom of speech, no freedom of lifestyle in Russia. Duggan driving in with that football tactics, All-American at SMU, formerly of the Atlanta Falcons, the Canadian Football Leagues, a man that knows no fear, no regard for his own personal safety. And he's developed a wicked double chop to the trapezes area. There's a lot of nerves in those trapezes area that those chops paralyze. Duggan fighting away there. It looks like he's trying to set the Russian up and go for the kill. And Duggan just clotheslined the Russian. Duggan going for the spear. Oh, the Russian jumped out of the way. The Russian jumped out of the way. He was looking for that spear. He knows Duggan's famous for it. Duggan getting back up to come in the ring. Oh, the Russian really drove one in. Johnny Martinez backing the Russian off, making it give it.
Wait a minute, Bill.
There's Darso. Darso's coming behind. The Russian's holding the referee when he gets in. Darso's got Duggan in that reverse bag, just like he did Dr. Death Williams here 2 weeks ago. He's crushing the wind out with that shoulder, with the deltoids in under the rib cage from behind. And the tremendous power, he squeezed the air right out of Duggan. Now he's handing him, and Martinez is looking, and Darso's saying, I didn't touch him, I just helped him in. He's lying, just like the Russian propaganda. The Russian's got Duggan up. There he goes. Look at the Russian power, 285 pounds. He snatches him up there. He's choking him with that off hand over there. See him choking him with the left hand. He's got Duggan for the fall. He's got Duggan pinned. But Duggan pulled a little streak tactic. Duggan pulled a little alley-style, New York-style tactic. And he scratched the Russian's eyes. A little something they don't teach you in the Russian Training Institute for Wrestling in Moscow. Referee calling for disqualification. Duggan's going after a chair. He's still attacking Boyd Pierce. Duggan's going to attack. He's just like the Marine Corps. He knows no quit. He's going after it. Whoa. Duggan's outgunned. He's got both of them in there. They're going to have to get him some help because the Russians are beating him. The Russians are stopping him. The Russians are grinding him. Here I'm calling Darso a Russian, but that's what he is. Here comes the dog. Here comes TA. Here comes Two. Here comes Pafo. The Americans are getting together. The Americans are getting together.
The Americans were coming, but the Russians are gone, Bill. They took off. So we'll be back with more action after this word from Mid-South.